Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Francine, and this is my channel, The Oversoul Archives, where I am going to be tapping into what your spirit team would like you to know today. What are you meant to hear? What have you been maybe longing to hear, longing to understand? What are you just meant to know at this moment in time? I'm gonna leave it open for whatever comes through. I'm not gonna try to find kind of like the group, like if it's career, love, or anything like that. We're just gonna see what comes through and we're gonna go with the flow here. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for trying this out to see what it's like. I have 3 decks for you guys. We're gonna be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. We're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors deck that was gifted to me by a lovely viewer by the name of Gwen. So thank you, Gwen, for this deck. And then also we have the Love Oracles. So we're going to be doing mostly Oracle cards. If I feel drawn to get any tarot, we will. But this is a casual video. I'm not dressed for this. I feel like this is going to be just something that's cozy. So I hope you enjoy. Let's start. So we have 3 piles today. We're going to do, this picture is going to be pile 1. The second picture is going to be pile 2. And this third picture is going to be pile 3. So I would like you guys to meditate on which is drawing you in. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Please take your time to meditate and see where your spirit team is guiding you when it comes to the message that you're meant to hear, and if I am the reader for you as well. So let me know once you guys are ready and we will begin. Okay, so let's get everything ready for you guys. So for pile number 1, hello pile number 1, how are you guys doing today? Let's see, spirit team members. What are the messages that are meant to come through me today for my pile 1? Spirit team members, what would you like to tell pile number 1 here? That's definitely for you guys. We have 2 cards. Okay, 3. Bottom of the deck here for this is, when I was shuffling, I was gonna say something, but I like to wait until the cards come out because it could be an overall energy, it could be past energy, but chaos and conflict came out. So there's something here about, if you are not experiencing this now, this was in the recent past, someone here was experiencing a feeling of being in a cycle, a cruel cycle, a vicious cycle, where they felt like they were going into things that they had thought they had already addressed. And I'm hearing degrade. Like, I don't know if someone was degrading towards you or you felt degraded. There's something here about your emotional health and well-being being addressed in this reading. So there's something about you analyzing and evaluating your emotions, and that being something that you need to be privy of, is what your spirit team is saying. They want you to look deeper into your emotional health and your well-being. Okay, so we have by the book here. So this is typically about going in sequential order with a situation, like, you know, going through the motions of a scenario. So you may be going through by the book with something. I feel like you guys are actually addressing something that came up. You're going through cleansing or healing or addressing something that seems to come up regularly. I don't know if this is something that you tend to see come up that you're really tired of. It feels like the round and round card here in the Wisdom of the Oracle. So to be fair, there's a need for you to evaluate something kindly. I feel like you need to be fair with yourself, to be kind and loving towards yourself as well, no matter what scenario or situation this is. I'm getting a lot of like words, and it feels as though someone here might be overthinking or ruminating on something that has been gestating, something that was meant to go a certain way. And even if it seems long and arduous and annoying, it was meant to be that way. I need to tell someone that here today, that the way things happened was meant to be that way. And even if it feels like it was just like, it feels fruitless is what I'm hearing, or feels like it was pointless, it was not pointless. And all of a sudden I got a really strong energy, like, no, stop it. Like, your spirit team wants you to know that you need to stop it, because I feel like they're trying to tell you that They've observed the situation and they know that peace is coming in. They see peace on your trajectory. So although you may feel like really like reckless is what I'm hearing, and I'm hearing reckless love, you know, this is a song that I knew back in the day as a Christian. So someone here might have a background that's Christian specifically. I keep like being taken to a note that I have here on my desk. And there's, instead of seeing the word for what it was, I heard Zyra. So there's something about Z-Y-R-A being significant. I don't know if someone's name is similar to that or if your name starts with a Z. That's significant. There's something about biblical names. So I'm not sure if you have like a biblical name that you would find when, you know, growing up, you were like, yeah, that's the name my mom and my dad chose for me. It's relating to this person in the Bible. Something like that is significant. Or someone around you has that name, and for some reason they're trying to, I heard hang tide. I don't know. There's some energy. There's something in your energy that's trying to like make itself known to you. So it could be a person that you're ignoring that's just hanging around your energy, that's trying to be known, and it wants you to listen to it. Pile 1, who are the spirit team members that are trying to communicate with pile 1? Yeah, Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So there's something about you feeling maybe like deep in your emotions. You could have heavy water placements in your chart, or you can just be going through a really emotional time. And there's something about you needing to stay rooted and grounded. And I feel like there's something about your heart space, because with this green, I'm thinking of you going through some heart chakra healing. And there's something about you needing to stay grounded in the midst of that while you're trying to sort through all of what's happening. And I'm feeling like things are coming together. I hope you know that. Things are coming together for you. It's being sorted out for you. I feel like you need to trust in the unknown with the Sky Father card coming through. I feel like you maybe have some significant air placements, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And they're trying to say that you're used to the air elements, or feeling like things can feel chaotic. I feel like you're used to the chaotic or the unknown. But there's something about more than just experiencing it. It's about trusting in the midst of it. Your spirit team, a lot of the masculine energies are coming through to help you. And I'm hearing oracular. So there's something about your eyes, you needing to see something from a broader perspective. And they're trying to say, do what we do. Something about air elements are significant to you, because I'm looking at this eagle. There's something about birds being significant to you as well, or being like a significator of something that's happening in this season of life. I'm also seeing, instead of an eagle, I feel like a vulture is significant to you. So I don't know if you're surrounded by vultures in some senses. Someone here is feeling that way. When I think of the vulture card, I think of my tea leaf deck. And if you guys have been around in the tarot world, you know that that's usually about depression and anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So there's something about you worrying that someone's against you, but I feel like you're such an honorable person. There's something about you being true to yourself or being true to others. And there's something about you needing to be brave and honest about something. Trust and thrive is what it says. The stag is significant. I feel like you guys are really like well balanced, because what I'm getting is, at first I was getting to the sea. You're addressing some really rocky emotions or difficult emotions, but then I'm getting the air energy from your spirit team, and then I'm getting the earth for you. So it's like you guys are beginning to adjust between 3 elements so far. We have great teacher. Look at that. Jesus, the ascended master, Jesus is on your team, and they're helping you. They are helping you. And that is why that energy came up. I just can always sense, because of my background, I think I have that ability to tap into the energy of Sirius, or the energy of Jesus, because he is also on my team. So I feel like he just wants to make himself known to you. You may have some like, I don't know, I'm getting Arabian energy as well. So Middle Eastern energy, something about your heart being there. For instance, with like current events, someone here may be from Tehran, or have like connections or family members that are from Iran or from like the Middle East specifically, because for some reason that's standing out to me a lot. I feel like there's like an honorable, like very, I said so many things in my mind, but I want to say it in a concise way. Your ancestors are very old and very grounded as well. You have masculine energies coming through, but this is the first feminine. There's something about moving in a new direction, about taking and it's like chartering a new path, and you needing to go through this challenge or this emotional situation that you're dealing with for a reason. I feel like I need to start tapping into this deck though, because I feel like this has some messages that are catered to your situation. I just feel that. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I get a very independent energy from you, Queen of Wands energy. This is someone who's very self-made, or someone who's worked really hard to be where they are. And I feel like you've went through so many different things. You might be nomadic. You might have gone through moving and relocating quite a bit. For someone here, I feel like you guys are really stable and really good, like loyal people. If I were to do a reading with the archetypes, I feel like you guys would be the companion. I feel like you're a good friend, a good person. And I feel like if you're feeling like your friendships are lackluster, your spirit team is saying that's going to change. And I felt drawn to this card that I did not see before. It is Snake. And what does it say? Shed old skin. You're shedding old skin, old relationships, old patterns, or old karmic cycles. And I feel drawn to more. So you guys have a lot of people on your team. You are not alone. Your guardian angels are here. You might be seeing bird feathers, significant. I'm hearing significantly, so you might be getting a lot of bird feathers right now in your like yard, or you're just coming across birds, because I'm seeing the dove as well. I feel like you're a symbol of peace, and your spirit team is trying to say that they see you, that you need to remain grounded and stay true to who you are, no matter what, or what kind of garbage or whatever comes up in your path. Because I feel like you're going to meet a lot of different people, and some people may not have that integrity that you walk in. So I don't know if the situation's related to work or to love, but we have the Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Focus and remain grounded is the biggest message. You are a seer. So you guys have some deep roots. You could have even deep roots with the Iberian Peninsula or Basque region. You may have a connection to them. You may also, I'm hearing, have a connection to the Moors. So you might be RH negative, or have like people in your bloodline that are significant, that are RH negative, that are coming through. A lot of things. Okay. So the cards that I got earlier that I feel ready to talk about, it says kleptomaniac or greedy. So someone here is watching you and they're greedy. There's someone in your life that's greedy that tried to come in to this reading earlier, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm hearing David, so that's significant. And then I also heard like the phrase from, what is it called? That show, Schitt's Creek, when the sister says, ew, David. I feel like this person is gross. Their energy is really gross, because I'm getting cuck or peeping Tom. Not to say that cucks are gross, but that this person's watching you and playing it safe and waiting for you to respond or talk, or to tell them something, maybe to tell them how you feel, because they're not telling you how they feel. Someone here is a karmic soulmate. So if you're going through that, they're thirsty for you. Your spirit team wants you to make you aware of it, so that you don't have to wonder anymore. I'm hearing resources, so I don't know if you've been looking for this answer or trying to get this out of another reading. They're just trying to tell you that they're working hard. This person's working hard, but they're also very possessive of you. They're very thirsty, as I said, and that they feel like they were ghosted. So there's just this energy of them feeling like kind of sheepish and kind of like vulnerable, because they know that you know something about them, specifically this and other things perhaps that you know, but they're really greedy for your energy. So I feel like you guys are going to have to protect yourself. My spirit team is guiding me to something I wrote down for myself. Please use hyssop if you feel comfortable. Just sprinkling it around the corners of your house, or using it in a spiritual bath would be really helpful. I feel like someone here needs to find protective herbs specifically to work with. Okay, what else, spirit team? Working hard. Yeah, there's something about you working hard, because this is coming up again. So what else? Okay. Something, okay, I don't know if you guys are interested in having something long-term, or if you're in a long-term relationship. If you are, someone here is likely going to receive someone's offer of engagement. Something like that is coming up for someone. That could be like one or two people, but there's something about you needing to know that someone may be working hard to prepare for that. That's for someone that's expecting that, that doesn't wonder about their feelings, but knows this is a solid connection, and this person has been maybe a little bit detached, or maybe working really hard and you're not seeing them as often. It could be because they're preparing for an engagement. So there's something here about the majority of you guys working hard and needing time away to think and to contemplate and to address and assess your emotions. Contemplation is really the strongest thing I'm seeing here. There's a golden opportunity coming in for you guys, and I feel like you've been waiting for it, because I'm seeing suspended, speechless. This is the Hanged Man energy. Something big is coming in for you guys. And with regards to that engagement thing I saw, this is about maybe a connection that's coming in for you that is golden, and that is way better than this one. If you're dealing with someone who is a peeping Tom, who's just watching and wants you, but like is not communicating, just assumes that you know how they feel, and then just are being really evasive or being very aloof. There's something better. Because look at that, I'm getting that same energy. It says, you know now. I know that. And it says, you mean so much to me, excitement. On the back, it says, I made my bed and now I lie in it. Fair and square, you got me. I'm not fighting this. You deserve to know. So someone here wants to tell you something, but look at that. They're stringing you along or holding you back. So it took a while for this person to get to this moment, and I'm hearing golden den. This person made a den with all these truths about how they felt about you. It's like they sat on it. They sat on it and waited. This person wants to tell someone here that they do want you physically, but they don't want to settle down, is what I'm getting. So there's something about this person being very practical, goal-oriented, hoping to reach for the stars. They're having big aspirations, but just wants it to be you and them. But it's a very immature energy. If you're up for that, that's fine. And as I said that, guys, I'm getting things about this person, so I might have to do a love reading in the future. This is something about them wanting you and wanting to see you. Someone here, okay, if you guys are not interested in the sexual stuff, please skip ahead a little bit, but I'm gonna say it. So someone here, like the person is like wanting you to just let them see you masturbate or see you touching yourself, because like they just miss seeing that. They're like really lustful, this person, but they're giving you the bare minimum. So don't accept that if that's your story. Like, don't accept that treatment, don't accept the story, because it could be yours. Yeah, I don't like this energy. I was about to say boring. This is so boring in the sense that it's just kind of predictable. I've heard this aloof player type vibe. I've seen something like this in the collective recently, and so I'm wondering why I'm getting this one. Just that for you guys. I feel like there's just a lot of energies of people purging from energies like this, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset with you guys, of course, so please don't take it that way if you are wondering. It's just that the energy feels really fleeting, it's not very interesting. It's lackluster. This person's too busy and indecisive. Work first, love later, guys. These cards are very different, and the same story is coming out. Someone here has a secret family or is like doing something secretively, and I'm hearing cocoon. So they have someone that they're protecting, or they don't want you to see or talk to. This person's planning on leaving them. So this person might have a third party and have someone else in the, like, I almost said in the closet. So I'm not sure if they're bi. And maybe that's something that you also are not aware of. But I'm seeing unprotected sex. So they might have a desire to have unprotected sex with you guys. Debating with you and competitive. So you might have worked with them in the past. You've done this with them before, is what your spirit team is saying. So you need to see the signs and recognize when someone is not up to par with you, because I'm feeling like that's what the to be fair is all about. You need to see this with more of an objective standpoint instead of your emotions, because your emotions are telling you something deeper. Are you accepting this because you feel like that is within the realm of what you deserve? Some people kind of can see this in extremes. When someone says that, they're like, of course I don't see myself like crap or see myself low in that way. But sometimes we have like a range of what we will allow and what we'll accept, and maybe some of you have allowed your range to be quite wide, in the sense of like, when they're good to me, they're really kind, and they're really like, they love bomb me basically. So you consider that to be them treating you right. But then if they're like not talking to you and not responding to you and ignoring you for like weeks or days, however long, even if someone's busy, they still have time to tell you that they need some time, okay? Like, there's no excuse for someone not reaching out and telling you like, hey, I'm overwhelmed right now, I'm busy, can we talk next week? They totally could tell you that, okay? So don't make excuses for these people, is basically what I'm trying to say. I just want to be honest and upfront and blunt with you guys. I don't want to like sugarcoat this. This is nonsense to me, because I feel like I've seen this and I've experienced this. So this is coming from a place of understanding. And it's not a place of generalizations, because I feel like the cards are saying the same thing over and over. Are you guys noticing that? Like, all the cards are saying the same thing. This person's too busy and they're not communicating about it. They're just watching. And watching, like, I don't know, that's kind of a punk thing to do, is not to tell you what they think or feel, and you have to come to a reading or go to someone else to find out what they're feeling. And I'm feeling like this person, when I looked at this card, it says, I want commitment. I feel like this person is feels like you are high maintenance, is what I heard. High maintenance, or your name, you have high maintenance in your name on YouTube, but I'm hearing high maintenance. So this person feels like you're high maintenance, and you want commitments, but they think that's too much. Yeah, I'm hearing drop them. Let's see what your spirit team has to say with the love oracle, because apparently this is a love reading. Let's see, spirit team members, what is the love message that you would like to share for pile 1? I heard 27. Someone here could be 27. That's significant. So we have one card, guys. This is the imagery. They're embracing each other. So it says, sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it really or truly is sacred. So with the sacred energy, let's see what it says. Balance as well. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is both one that supports and challenges. So if this person, a good sign to determine whether this is the relationship for you, is determining whether they support you and they also challenge you. If you feel like you're constantly being challenged and it's just challenging as a result, I mean, I feel like that's not a balanced relationship. So there's something here about a sacred union. I would love to get more information on this, because it says embrace, through each other you find the missing pieces. So this person is really important on your path. But what I'm getting from the cards that we just got is that you need to evaluate your emotions without this person involved at the end of the day, no matter what you choose. Because I feel like you guys are seeing something about this person, and will see even more in silence and in meditation and in distance. I feel like you guys are going to be able to embrace the things that you're noticing about this connection. I feel like you will have some energy. It feels like a sense of forgiveness towards this person, of seeing them for who they are deep down, because I feel like at the end of the day, we're all human. So there's an understanding that will come over you of the situation and of the person and of what they're dealing with and what they've dealt with in their past and why they are the way they are. It's not your job to know why. I like to say this. It's not your job, but I just want you to see that there is an opportunity for you to see this from an objective and a more aligned perspective. I'm feeling like you guys are in a sacred union with yourself. I feel like you're holding your masculine and your feminine energies in one. So the Two of Cups energy, it feels like it's for you. It feels like you're addressing balance within yourself. You're addressing the sacred union of your energy when you give it to someone, and put it into anything, honestly, and embracing yourself. I feel like this is really about you guys. If it's about this person, it will come up later, but I feel like the focus is trust. So that's the card that's coming through. And it says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And I'm tripping up on my words. I don't know if there's something significant about that, but I feel like you might be tripping up on something mentally, like you're thinking about it and you're kind of feeling like you're running into a rut. And what you really need is just time to, and I'm hearing transfer. And I'm hearing transfer your information. So interesting. What is that about? Because we got a card here. Okay, it says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I feel like you guys are literally transitioning or transferring into another relationship. This feels different. This doesn't feel like this relationship for some reason. And this is a beautiful card, guys. But I feel like energetically for pile 1, intuitively, this feels like you holding yourself, and this feels like a new person, because it feels like there's like a bit of distance to, like, not to indicate there's distance between you, but more so interest and openness to getting to know this person. And you know, like when you're looking at something from afar to get the overall picture, it feels like you're going to be looking at someone like this and getting an overall understanding of who they are, and a deeper understanding at that. And I feel like it's going to be a deep connection that's coming in for you guys, a soulmate. So that's significant here. And then we also have this card. It says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. I feel like they're saying something about getting into nature, getting grounded, like we said earlier, and allowing yourself to embrace the changes that are coming. I feel like that is what you're meant to do, and I feel like you guys are going in step and in flow with the universe. I feel like you're going in step with your path. You did not make a detour. You did not make a detour, to be honest. I feel like this was meant to happen, and the way it's happening is really, really divine and really beautiful, in the sense of it's taking you to a new connection, a deeper connection with yourself and with this person. So I want to see if there's anything else that I need to say. I think that's pretty much everything, Spirit Team. Oh wow, this card. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, or as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So there's something about accepting what's going on and who this person is, because I feel like you guys are needing to see that you guys are transforming. I don't know if you guys knew each other for a long time. I'm hearing 16 again. So 16 could be the Tower card, or 16 could be the time in which you met them, or 16 years ago. There's something about 7, 11 years ago being significant, and then also someone who is 38 is significant. So these numbers are coming out to tell us a story, and I hope that helps. Okay, guys, so the advice is to balance your energy, to stay and remain grounded, and to allow yourself to assess the situation fully. And I feel like you need to accept the person for who they are, because I feel like you can't change this person. So your energy is better spent elsewhere, in yourself, in your career path, in your dreams, not in a love situation. I feel like you're going to be attracting someone new. Okay, guys, so that is what I have for you, number 1, pile number 1, group number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe so that people can see this message in the algorithm, and so that you can also stay tuned for more videos like this. I will be doing many videos, a variety of videos. I have told my my community that I am going to be tapping into more videos that are relating to the government specifically. So there's going to be more messages about what to expect with our country and about other countries as well. So stay tuned. I will do whatever I feel drawn to do. Pick-a cards are something I love. They're near and dear to my heart. So please check out my other pick-a cards if you'd like. I'll try to leave that at the end, at the end of the video, so that you guys can click it on the side. But I will see you all next time. Take care. Thank you for watching. All right. Hello, pile number 2. Pile number 2, we're going to continue into your reading. Interesting. I'm getting a really sweet energy coming through for you guys. When I opened and cut the deck, I got the soulmate card. Okay, so there's something about home within a relationship, it feels like. This feels like a relationship. Something is happening really soon. And I'm hearing get ready. I'm feeling like my body is trying to prepare for some reason. And I'm seeing on pile number 2's card, by the way, I forgot to show you. I just saw, huh? So someone could be saying, huh? What are you talking about? You guys may not know what the hell I'm talking about yet, but we will continue. And I'm hearing just smile. Your spirit team is saying, just smile. Just wait for it. Be patient with this reading. Something's coming in for you guys. So first card we have here is Treasure Island, clean it up, and exchanging gifts. Number 9 is significant, and also the number 3. So multiples of 9 are significant. You could be 27. And that came through for pile 1. So if you felt drawn to pile 1, there could be something there. I'm hearing smile for me. So someone here might be a photographer, or there's something here about you having someone special in your life that is a photographer. I don't know why that's coming through. I'm hearing basement, so someone here needs to clean up something in their basement. So when I say this, it could be metaphorical. I feel like someone here is cleaning up something that's been very deeply entrenched in your life, or something that's very deep. Let's see what that is, because I have a feeling this is an ancestor speaking. Who am I speaking to? Ooh. You might have connections to Native American culture, or there's something about hunting being significant along your line. I don't know if there's like a Celtic or if there's like a Native American connection here, but there's something about you needing to surround yourself with protective energy is what it says, because you're dealing with broken situations, or I was going to say failed situations, but difficulties of the past. This could be past life. This could be this life. But there's something about something being repaired, and something being strengthened, and something being upheld. So there's something about a broken connection forming this solid, strong sense of self that you have. So if you don't feel this way, this is coming in for you guys, and your spirit team wants you to know. There's something about you taking and excommunicating from either certain people or certain situations and blocking certain energies. This feels like the 2 of Swords energy, and there's something about you protecting your heart and letting yourself be loved by the right people. There's something about like specific people in your life, and I'm hearing sacred space. There's something about sacred space being brought about through a realization of something of the past, and a realization that you needed to protect your energy. So there's something about healing as well. So we have like a very healing energy coming in. You might have a medical degree, you might have a medical interest in healing modalities and herbs and such, but your spirit team is also the same. So there's something about being open to receiving healing information as well. So you're going to be receiving healing messages in this reading, but I also feel like they're not throwing, but just really giving you a lot of healing information in your own time with them. So I feel like you guys are very evolved. Number 3 is significant to you guys. You're in between worlds all the time. You're meditating and you're contemplating so many things, and your spirit team is aware of that. You guys spend a lot of time in other dimensions. You guys spend a lot of time in flow state is what I'm hearing. So you guys go in between worlds and different different timelines. You guys are interesting. You guys are like, I'm hearing time warpers. So there's something about you being able to do something with time. So you're going to be shifting a lot. Treasure Island, wow, there's a lot of treasure in this one because you've planned it. So whatever reality you choose, I feel like no matter what, you're going to have and be surrounded by a lot of treasures. A lot of love is what I'm hearing. A lot of people that love you, a lot of people that value you. So it's going to get better if you don't feel this way now, because I sense someone saying it's not like that right now. I almost said, oh my gosh, you guys have a lot of messages. Surrey is significant, so you could either be from the Caribbean or just a British controlled or dominated territory in the past. For instance, a lot of places around the world were controlled by Britain. There's something about either the Caribbean or about the UK or England being significant for this. For some reason, someone here is from Surrey, Surrey, or they visited there. You don't have to be from there. The summer is going to be very significant for you guys. Please keep the summer in mind. Something about bees is significant. You're going to be really busy because there's a lot of things that I have to say in this reading for you guys. Okay, so 2016 was significant to you. Your spirit team is saying go back to 2016 and try to recall what happened then. It's significant now. I'm hearing 9 years after that. So 2016 to 9 years later would be what now? Okay, so they're telling you 27. I didn't even see that, guys. I swear, I told you guys 27, but yet my mind is playing tricks on me to where it's making me feel like I didn't say it. Are you guys having light bulb moments like this where you're just like talking to your spirit team or you're watching a video and you're seeing synchronicities, but then you're like repeating them? I don't know if there's something about you having moments where you're wondering if you're having false memory or like deja vu, something like that is significant. And I literally went through that just now. The energy is intense. Wasn't like this for pile 1. It was a lot more calm. So please bear with me. If you guys feel like you need to slow it down, because judging someone based on them channeling for you for free is not the kindest thing to do. It's better to just either slow it down or speed it up or don't watch it at all. For some reason I had to say that. Oh my gosh, there's a message in a bottle coming through for you guys. So to be fair, yeah, you guys are very frank. That's why I had to say that. I'm very frank as well. I'm very Queen of Swords energy. They want you to breathe because my energy is reflecting yours, is what they're saying. You need to breathe. There's some anxiety. There's a lot of knowledge in that noggin of yours, and your spirit team is saying, please breathe. Please allow yourself to release something. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and they just want you to breathe. Your fortune is coming in. You might be anxious about something that you want to see come in for career, and they're saying, please wait. You will not fail. You will not miss this treasure that's coming in for you. Literally, to be fair, the person is weighing a fortune cookie and an egg. It's either a new venture or something that you are destined to have. So there's something about you creating something new and making something new and expansive with the egg. And then there's also this energy of it being predestined for you anyway. So don't worry. Yeah, they're just saying you expect a lot to come in for you. I'm hearing mayhem. Why am I hearing mayhem? So right now you might be feeling like you need to be present because there's a lot of crazy shit happening around you. We have 5 and 7 coming through. So there's something about you feeling like something's been held off for too long. It feels like you might have had an idea as well that you were sitting on and you were literally gestating with, and it feels like it's past its time, like it's already been way past the time you expected to be gestating with this thing. They're saying you had to mend some things with relationships and connections. So if you feel like you're not seeing it now, it's because you had to mend something energetically. It wasn't about the circumstances externally. It was your internal process or your internal compass. Something about you needing to heal before seeing this thing come to fruition. So they're saying, yeah, physical, like, I feel like someone here is really logical and they're saying like, yeah, objectively, like, you were prepared for certain things. You could have had the money coming in or had some form of stability. Even if it wasn't ideal, you still had something coming through. But that doesn't mean that everything was ready for this moment. It's pivotal, so it had to be ready. You had to be emotionally ready and secure in something in order to address this. Someone here might like crocheting because I'm getting that energy, or like stitching, or just working with their hands and mending things, hence the healing information that I got earlier. I feel like someone here is just naturally a healer. They just naturally fix things. You could be that in the spiritual realm, and that's what you're doing with time. When I mentioned time warp, I feel like you're healing your lineage and you're affecting your ancestors currently. Like what you're doing right now is healing them. Please know that. That's why mending is here. What you're doing in the present moment is important. And you might have already heard this before. You need to continue to remain present. And you need to be continually breathing. Breath work will be so helpful for you guys. Yeah, trust and thrive. This came out for pile 1, so there might be something in pile 1 for you. So for instance, if you have like a question about career, and then you have a question about, love, that's coming up for you guys in both piles. If you feel drawn, and only if you feel drawn. Don't go there if you didn't feel drawn to. There's something about these two. Look at that. It looks like predator and prey here, isn't it? There's something about you needing to know that your needs are being taken care of. I feel like you're literally like this Aquarian energy. There's something that you're combining, because when I showed you those two cards, I got this. This is like a human with those antlers. It's something about, there's something here about you recreating something. You guys are really creative people. There's something about the antelope, the stag, about animals with these horns, and about their ability to face situations head on. And there's something about you needing to recognize that they see that you've been in, your spirit team is recognizing that you've been through a really difficult season with the winter card. There's something big happening this winter as well, though. So please take care of what you need to do with mending certain things. I feel like your spirit team is saying we want to heal or address. They can't heal you. We want you to address something that needs to be healed or mended. And because you're naturally open to those things, they're like ready to go. Like they're ready to go through this with you. So there's more I'm hearing there's more to be had. There's more to be had. And there's a gentleness with this energy. I feel like they're speaking to you very softly in this reading. So I don't want you to think this is harsh. Definitely they want you to really open up to love. And more expressions of it through healing what hurts you've had in the past and what's prevented you from seeing people in a certain way, not projecting on them, not expecting the worst of them. I heard ejection, so I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if someone's in law here, or there's something about ejection, being pushed out of your comfort zone or being taken or thrust into something difficult. I don't know what that's all about. Your spirit team is very shamanic, very healing. There are a lot of animal totems and animal guardians for you guys, because we got the shaman. So animals are your guide, a lot of earth energy. I'm feeling like you guys are natural warriors, and I feel like you may be tired and battle weary, but please take heart with this message. Your spirit team is saying you're almost there. So there's something about you needing to take care of your needs, stay in hermit mode if you need to, and that will look different for people. Do what you need to. I'm hearing that your container is open, so you need to allow your container to be filled, and I feel like you're draining it for people. And I feel like you have a lot to give, but there's something about you needing to clean up what you've gotten. So I feel like there's a riddle in this. There's a riddle with your spirit team. Your spirit team is trying to talk to you about your abilities, and it seems as though your abilities are sharpening and your ability to help people. It'll be way better if you invested in certain intervals of time and not consistently. You need to time or put some kind of boundary on your time and energy and how you exchange gifts with people. So there are gifts in your house as well that you may have that your spirit team is saying you need to reassess if you should have those things, because it's not really, the energy attached to them is not the best. Yeah, there's something about you being very necessary in the collective. Trust your talents in changing times. So you need to shift just like your spirit team is. Like, I feel like you have shapeshifters. You guys have already walked out of certain cycles, and it's time to allow yourself to become another creature altogether. So if there's old, I'm hearing talismans. If there's old things, I'm hearing tandem. I don't know what this is. Tandem means together or at the same time. There's something here. I was gonna say tandem pole. So you could have a pole or some like staff that is no longer fitting for you. It's not befitting for you. You might have items that broke, for instance, like you know how hematite breaks. You have certain things around you don't need anymore, and you need to trade it or exchange it. There's something about you needing to look into when you're offering services to other people. There's something about you needing to look into, what is it called? When you, not bargain, when you you don't charge money necessarily, you can use other things. If you need something, why not barter is what I'm hearing. Your spirit team, for someone here in the midst of all of those messages. Now, I know that was messy, but please slow down if you would like to hear it again, because there's something there. There's a lot of things. And I want you guys to understand that I get it, but the energy is very vigorous is what I'm hearing, and it's a lot to take in. So exchange energy through bartering. Someone here needs to learn how to just use what they have to their advantage. Your spirit team is trying to teach you how to exchange your gifts properly and at the right amount, like the trading your services for the right things and things that are equal or close as you can get to equal in value. I'm hearing maiden ceremony. I don't know if you do ceremonies as well, but you need to like be more fair with yourself, and also to do what is in your realm of possibility, but also what is worth your energy and time and commitment. Something about you over giving or something is not balanced here. And you need to trust your instincts with what I'm telling you, because your spirit team and your animal guardians are all surrounding you, and they're like, yeah, girl. I don't know. It's a girl, but whoever it is, I don't care. I call everyone girl. Yeah, girl. You need to like let people know that you should be charging $50, not $10 for that reading. Something like that. Like, you guys need to look and reassess where you're giving more than you're getting. And it's okay to offer something at a higher rate. I feel like you should not lower your value. It's like lowering your expectations. And they're saying that's something you need to heal. I don't know who told you that or told you should do that out of fear, or where you started fearing the provision of the universe, but they're saying hold the space for better. I feel like there's Celtic roots here that are coming through your spirit team, Celtic, Middle Eastern as well. That came through for, I think, pile 1. And so there's something here about having just so many ancestors coming through. There's something about that. Ooh, and my stomach is growling, so I don't know if someone here is hungry as well. I feel like everything is a synchronicity. For you guys, are you feeling that way? I feel like that's important to know here. There's hunger here for more. Unleash the wild within, unlock the magic. Look at these two. They're powerful energies here. You guys are, oh my gosh, shapeshifter. You guys are shapeshifters, and it's time for you to be brave and honest with yourself and the need for upgrading. There are upgrades spiritually and also physically that are coming your way. And there's something about you needing to let yourself unlock those things and accept them, because you're not going, what was in the past is what I'm hearing is not befitting of you anymore. Do not settle for something of the past that they're trying to talk to you about. I'm hearing nightingale. So there's something about the nightingale. Maybe you guys should look into that. Or the author. So you could be like a tarot channel that is called a literary thing. Or I'm not going to say it out loud. Like, I'm not going to tell your business out there. But I'm just saying, like, if you guys are kind of like into books, that this message is yours, and you are correct. You are in the right place. Be fearless and stand strong. I'm getting a lot of people, specific people, and I'm not going to go into channels and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just feel like you guys are a gift to the world. And all of us impart something special, but I feel like you have something major and you're holding yourself back in a sense. So this season is about seeing your seeds grow, spirit team. I said spirit team. So what's that about? There's something about you. Whenever I call someone spirit team, it's because they're very elevated. And that feels specific. There's something about you needing to recognize how elevated you are and what you will stand for, because your treasure will come in a moment of, taking care of your needs. That's when you're going to receive all of what you need. I feel like when you focus on yourself, that's when you're going to see the increase. And you're going to begin to see that you're going to be reaching a lot more people and seeing a lot more things come to fruition for you. Yeah, stay rooted and grounded. So stay rooted. Your spirit team is really straightforward. I feel like your gifts are coming out. You're going to get to know yourself a lot better. is what I'm hearing. I don't think there's anything else to say. I hope that helps you guys. If you resonated with this reading, if you got something out of that huge jumble of information, please let me know. I accept that fully, and I think you guys need to accept something about yourself fully. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect, and sometimes it's not going to all make sense in the moment, but it will later. So if you guys want to look at this later, please feel free. Thank you so much for coming in, and I hope that you will that you will share this video if you know someone going through something like this, or you'll subscribe to support someone out here such as myself on YouTube. So you take care, and I will see you very soon. I also want to say to you guys, pile 2, soulmate. Your soulmate is coming in through your gifts, through expression of your gifts. And also when it comes to soulmates, your soulmate is your path. Something about your path being divine. Look at that. It came out again. TikTok. Someone's coming in for you as well, though. So there's someone significant that you will meet, and they just want you to know that it's all ordained. It's all in the divine's hands, but you need to just open yourself up to mending something before they come in. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Take care. All right, pile number 3. I didn't expect to get this all done at once. What the hell is happening? Usually I have to stop to like check on things before I continue, so thank God. I'm hearing abashment for you guys. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about you having a loyal heart to people, about you being very hardworking, and I'm hearing tenacity, being very resilient, and I'm hearing abash, like you're shy about telling people that you, I don't know, there's something like about you being humble. I don't know what your spirit team wants to talk about with that. Let's see. What do you want to say to pile 3? Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling, guys. Please excuse that if you heard it. 36. Your first card has come to the edge. Okay. And also, I just want to like show you guys this picture again. So thank you guys for coming in for pile 3. This was the one you chose. So there's something significant about this one that I didn't touch base with for the others. Just because you see a picture doesn't mean I'm going to interpret it and try to find how it fits in your situation. I feel like sometimes pictures are just nice to look at. I could go into that, but I don't want it to be like, if I bring this up again, you guys are going to think it's about this. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I like to just leave it at that, but this picture is significant this time. There's something about a bridge. I'm also hearing Bridge to Terabithia. You might have liked that movie back in the day, or something about 2004 or 2005 is significant to you. I'm hearing the same thing I've been hearing for the collective recently. 16, that's the tower. A tower moment's coming. We have Yang. Whoa. Ooh. 36 and 1. 37 is significant. I also feel like someone here has a 1-year-old. We have Truth Be Told. Someone here has a 14-year-old as well. I'm feeling like something about parenthood for someone, and that is, there's something about divine timing with that. So I don't know why I'm being directed to talk about that, because I sense that's not actually the message, but someone here needs to know that. There's something about your inner child, because I feel like I'm tapping into the energy of how children are. I feel like there's something about you tapping into something that you did when you were 7, or something that you did when you were 14. Something about the multitudes, the multiplication of 7 is significant. So divine timing happening in your life, and there's like periods of time. And I feel like this has something to do with your divine calling. So it feels like someone here needs to know there are phases that you went through. Something happened between 1 to 7, something happened between 7 to 14. Energetically, even if it's not like a major event, something happened that really shaped you as a person. These were like segues is what I'm hearing into different experiences, but I'm hearing also different realities. So I don't know if you guys are more tapped in spiritually than you realize, but your spirit team is saying you're able to see things for what they are. You're able to see beyond the veil, but I feel like you guys might be like feeling like you're slow, like you're not. Because when I look at this owl, for some reason, it reminds me of a sloth. So there's something about like you guys thinking you're a sloth, but you're really an owl. So something about you thinking you're slow or a procrastinator, or you're holding off or holding back from your I'm hearing creative energy, but you guys are actually meant to come to the edge on something and act on it, because you are the owl. You've always been the owl. You are what you manifest. So it feels as though you guys allowed yourself to believe that you were slow at something, or not as good at something, or that you weren't doing well in something or an endeavor, or just I don't know, you guys have this perception of yourself that's being shed, and there's a need for you to transition into the truth, into the reality of who you are. And there's something about you being more action oriented and more vigorous. I'm hearing vigorous, which came out for pile 1. So if you felt drawn to pile 1, there may be a link, but it doesn't feel the same. So there's something about certain words coming out in different ways to express something to you guys. I don't know, there's something about silence being significant. And I'm also hearing the beekeeper. I'm hearing stalemate. And I heard that the other day as well. So you might be someone that resonates with other readings, collective readings that I do, about like the state of affairs and things like that in the world. There's something about you being in a stalemate energetically, and it could be linked to what's happening in the world right now. So I don't know how you're affected by the world and how big of a connection that has to your path, but there's something about you coming home to yourself. Something about you coming home to who you are, and I feel like it's going to be through people. So there's something about community surrounding you. And there's something about 7. We have 34 and 7 coming through. There's something about perfection happening. Something about you being away from a group of people for a reason, for a season, for you to understand that you can see who you are. It's like seeing who you truly are, not the hard way, but on your own, before meeting the people that are like you or very like-minded. There's something about that. And I'm hearing statewide, so I don't know if you're moving states or if you've moved states. There's something about the significance of you going through this journey of coming to an understanding. And I'm hearing coming to a stalemate. There's something about you being this close to jumping off the edge of something and getting into it and stopping. And they're saying you're going to need to, I'm hearing pulsate. You're going to need to just go with the momentum and jump. So there's something about you like going through this thing where instead of moving past the edge and getting and falling down, you kind of like held yourself back, but it almost created more momentum. And I'm getting a visualization of someone's body, like them, like, I don't know if you guys were runners. There's something about a runner, or there's something about you physically being fit or something like that, where you're just like ready to jump off the edge because you put so much stress and tension into your calves. So I don't know if there's something about your physical body as well that's being addressed with me. Do you do calf raises? Do you work out? Because I don't know, it's something about your physical body and about it, the spiritual reflecting, the physical reflecting the spiritual. When you work on a body part and you isolate it and you move it, or you seize it and let it relax and seize it again, you're exercising it. So there's something about you exercising in the moment before you leap, and that made you even more proficient or fast, or I don't know, strong, so that you can actually withstand something. So it's actually not a waste. You didn't waste anything, collective. Your spirit team is very interesting in how they're expressing this. You need to address your emotions with needing other people, because I feel like you're very proficient in doing something for yourself. I feel like this was fated for you to experience, like something that you had to do over and over and over again. I don't know, there's this repetition that's coming through, and I'm hearing 7th. So there could have been a 7th time of doing something, and like you might have said at the 6th time that it's not for you, because we have number 6, but it is for you. It is for you. I don't know why. I need to be very emphatic about that. So there's something about you like taking some time to get and delve into maybe your spiritual life, and you feel like you're later on in the game than some people. You might be 36, or you could be, what's 36 plus 1 plus 14? So 36 plus 15 is, yeah, that's 51, right? So you might be 51 as well, or something about you being 50 or 51, or something about that time frame being significant for someone here. We have 20, imagine. So I feel like you guys are very good at dreaming and like coming up with something, conceptualizing it, and I feel like the time is right now. The time is right for something to come to fruition now, and that you didn't waste time. So please don't feel like you did, okay? There's something about, yeah, like that bridge, you guys creating a bridge, crafting a bridge, and I feel like now friends are going to come onto that bridge. And look at that, guys. This is so cool. You could be 45 as well. Something about 45 is significant. You're walking across to that door. There's something about each of those pulses that you made. Wow, community, being a part of the puzzle. So the pulses, the attempts that you made, all 7 attempts were important for someone else. I feel like people watched you. I'm hearing the word Madonna, so there's something about Madonna. Maybe you love Madonna, the artist, or maybe there's something about the archetype of the feminine, divine feminine. There's something about you going through something and people seeing that. And maybe you went through something in different ways, there's different ways that you went about something, and I feel like you might have gone alone, but you helped so many people in the process. This was not a waste. By far, this was not a waste. I just want you to know, Pile 3, your spirit team is trying to encourage you and say all of those attempts that you had prior in doing something, whether it be looking into your life, understanding what your path is, and feeling like it was a failure, was not a failure. It actually made you more flexible, so that when your community came, you had a plethora of ways and ideas and thoughts, and you were able to put a lot more into like if you were to do a collaboration or a project, you would have so much to give to people. And I'm hearing statewide, so I don't know if I don't know, I would have thought of nationwide, but there's something about that, nationwide or statewide. There's something about you being very successful. And I'm hearing in collecting gifts. So I don't know, you're collecting gifts, spirit team. I said spirit team for you guys as well. Pile 2, I called them that, and usually it's the vibration makes me feel like you guys are very elevated, so you might be in the 4D a lot. So there's something about magic guardian, unlocking the magic within you. So you guys, your higher self is here, and I feel like you guys are tapping into more of your magic, and your spirit team is trying to encourage you here with this message. Feel loved and nurtured. The divine feminine is here to nurture you. Specifically, the divine feminine and the feminine energies within your court are trying to tell you that there's peace coming in, and that you can feel nurtured and loved right where you are, and that you didn't need to get to a certain point to feel that you can feel it in the process of processing something, of allowing something to come to fruition, of dreaming, of imagining, of having those illusions, or what we call illusions. I think there's something about me needing to get something from this deck. This is the Dalian Oracle. I feel like someone here has like some energies that are coming through that are unique, that are more so connected to Greece or to tales from Greece or something like that. You could be Pleiadian as well, or have connections to Pleiades, and that's coming through. Okay, yeah, seasons. And I'm hearing as the seasons shift, it's like you grew into a more of yourself. There's something about the 4 seasons here. You could like Vivaldi, you could love classical music as well. There's something about you guys shifting gears and learning and growing with the seasons, and your spirit team, your Mother Gaia specifically wants you to know that that's such a beautiful thing. You've nurtured the seasons, so like in every season you've been faithful, and I feel like you guys are like this. You are the light. You are very inquisitive, very knowledgeable. You guys had this come out earlier. You guys have the owl totem here, so you could have an owl as an animal guardian, or you are just the owl energy. Number 12 is significant. Something in Hanged Man is going to come into balance with Temperance. 14, the mirror of that is Hestia, who is she is the goddess of hearth, of home. So there's something about you, something about home for you, finding home, looking for home, because we had no place like home. You could be a hearth witch. You could be interested in natural remedies. There's something about you utilizing the earth and being very connected to Earth, because Earth came out. Earth Goddess, Earth Mother is here. Both are here. You have a connection to that. And I feel like you guys have a connection with Pisces. For some reason, I'm getting Pisces energy. I feel like you guys have a very like illustrious, yeah, I'm just getting the word illustrious. Very creative mind. I don't know if you tell stories, or if you're a mother, or if you're a father, but you're in the something about the home and about the warmth that resides within you. Remain grounded always. Remember that that's valuable. No matter what society may say, please know that there's something here about healing with the body, and about this event happening the way it did for a reason. And there's a need to remain childlike and open, and to be contented with what has happened and transpired, because it's led you to where you are. And that there's like an inner child and playfulness with this energy. I love it so much. There's something about being naive, and that's okay. There's something about finding balance with that over time. There's something about just planting something, and look at how luscious it is. It's something to be proud of. So they want you to not make they don't want you to make any more disparaging remarks about your path and about what you chose to do. It's like I'm remembering, wow, something about that word reminder. Like, I don't know if you don't like hearing reminders or something like that, or if there's something about them wanting to make it clear to you. They've been trying to talk to you about this. I always would dismiss my major. Okay, I majored in psychology. I got my Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, and I always, like, even now have to prevent myself from saying like, yeah, it's a really broad major, it's nothing special. I don't say it's nothing special, but I basically in all aspects act like it's nothing special, because people have been putting down psych majors for like forever. If you don't major in something, if you don't go to grad school, it's like people look down on it. Please don't look down on your path if it led you to child rearing, or like raising children, or of adopting, or of focusing on the home, or focusing on being a stay-at-home mother or stay-at-home father. Please don't look down on what you've done. You've built something really beautiful and really long-standing, because these are generations of people that you're pouring into. So please don't look down on it. I think that's what I have for you guys. Regardless if that's not your path, staying at home, something about the home, something about the warmth of community, like creating a home for your family, for your community, whether they be by blood or not, is really impactful. And the time you've taken in nestling in and getting comfortable with it is beautiful. And now it's time to take a leap. Something about acting on something and doing something. I don't know if it's about opening up your home or opening up your arms to someone or something, but your spirit team is saying you will receive so many people in the process. Already you have, but I feel like you're going to see an inflow of community, and it's like you're going to be exchanging something really beautiful with them. So don't put yourself down. Okay, so that's what your spirit team has to say to you guys. I love you all. I hope that you resonated with that pile 3. Please let me know in the comments below. Please also feel free to like, to support the channel. Liking would really allow people to see this elsewhere. And please subscribe for more. I'd love to hear and see more of you consistently. That would be amazing. So you take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.